Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we crack open those boring corporate documents to find the juicy secrets. And today, we're diving into Cohen Amp Steers' latest report. Prepare yourselves, because sometimes the most exciting financial news is hidden in plain sight. Before we dive in, if you love understanding what is really going on behind the scenes in the corporate world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, we just launched our Discord community for more in-depth discussions, so check out the link in the description below. Alright, so we're looking at a routine report from Cohen Amp Steers Incorporated, a company that manages investments, and while this isn't a deep dive into their entire financial history, it does give us a snapshot of their recent performance. Think of it like checking your phone's battery level. You don't see every single milliwatt used, but you get a good idea of how much juice you have left. The main point here, the really important bit, is that on the 16th of October, Cohen Amp Steers shared their financial results for the quarter that ended on the 30th of September of this year. They've released a press release and a full earnings release, which are attached to this report. We're going to focus on what these numbers actually mean for the company and for us as investors, or even just curious onlookers. Now, you might see a lot of legal jargon in these filings like company and corporation details and commission file numbers. We're going to skip all that sleepy stuff. What we really care about is what happened financially. You'll notice they talk about their common stock trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol CNs. That's the stock most people would recognize. The report itself is basically an announcement of their financial health for the third quarter. It is not a place where they detail every single transaction, but rather a summary of how they've performed. They're telling us, here's how we did in the last 3 months. Now, the crucial part of any of these reports, especially for companies like Cohen Amp Steers that deal with money and investments, is how they are actually doing. They've attached 2 key documents. Exhibit 99.1 is the press release announcing their earnings, and Exhibit 99.2 is the full earnings release itself. This is where the numbers live, the numbers that tell the real story, while this particular filing doesn't contain the detailed financial tables within its main body. It points us directly to the exhibits that do. This is a standard practice. Companies don't dump every spreadsheet into the main 8K form. Instead, they reference the specific documents that contain that detailed information. Think of it as a treasure map that points you to where the gold is buried. In this case, the exhibits are the treasure chests containing the financial data. So, what does all this mean? It means that while this document is an official announcement, the deep dive into the numbers, the actual financial performance details, are in those attached exhibits. This Form 8K serves as the announcement carrier. It's telling the world, we have released our quarterly results, and you can find them here. The language used in these filings is very precise. For example, it states that this information is being furnished, and as a result, such information shall not be deemed filed for purposes of Section 18 of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. This is a lawyerly way of saying that while they are providing the information, they are not making it subject to certain legal liabilities that would apply if the information were officially filed in another context. Essentially, they're recovering their bases from a legal standpoint, but for us, it just means the numbers are out there for us to look at. And looking at the signature page, we see the date, the 16th of October 2025, and the signature of Raja Dakuri, who holds the important title of Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer. This tells us that the company's top financial officer has reviewed and authorized the release of this report. It is his stamp of approval that these are the official results. So, to sum up, this filing is essentially a formal heads up that Cohen Amp Steers has released its earnings for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. It directs interested parties to the accompanying exhibits for the detailed financial information. While this document itself doesn't contain the core financial figures, it's the official notification that those figures are now public. Now, looking at the overall direction of Cohen Amp Steers as an investment management company, their success is directly tied to how well they manage their clients' money and how much money they attract into their funds. A key strength for them would be their expertise in specific investment areas like real estate or infrastructure, which can offer unique growth opportunities. Their weakness, however, could be their susceptibility to market downturns or any negative sentiment towards the investment sectors they focus on. The opportunities for them lie in expanding their product offerings or entering new geographic markets. On the flip side, regulatory changes or increased competition could pose significant risks. To truly understand their financial position, we would need to analyze those attached exhibits, exhibits 99.1 and 99.2. Without those numbers, we can only talk about the mechanics of the filing, but based on the fact that they are releasing their results, it suggests they are confident enough to share their performance. The crucial next step for anyone interested in Cohen FinTimB steers would be to scrutinize those actual earnings reports for revenue growth, profit margins, assets under management, and any other key performance indicators specific to the investment management industry. Alright, that is our quick decode of this particular filing. What are your thoughts on how companies announce their financial results? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights. And again, don't forget to join our Discord community link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.